Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network, and we have a ball game this morning. Indeed, we do. And I'm so glad to see you all. Excuse me. It's a beautiful day for a ball game. And I have to set this up, though, so bear with me. It's going to be a little bit to set this game up. This is the final game of this date, August 28th. It's going to be the Houston Astros at the St. Louis Cards. I'll give the lineups as I go along. For the Houston Astros, leading off is Joe Morgan at second base. Batting second is Jesus Alou. He is in right. Batting third, Jimmy Wynn in center field. Batting fourth, Doug Rader at third base. Batting fifth, Dennis Menke at short. Batting sixth, Marty Martinez in left field. Batting seventh, Kurt Blefary at first base. Batting eighth, Johnny Edwards, the catcher. And the pitcher is Don Wilson. The Astros come into this game with a record of 65-63, 2 games over 500. They are 12 and a half games behind the first place Atlanta Braves. They've lost 3 in a row. They're tied with Cincinnati for third. Don Wilson comes into this game with 11 wins. For the St. Louis Cardinals, they come into this 70-59. They have won 7 games in a row. And they are only 5 games behind the first place Pittsburgh Pirates. Leading off, Lou Brock in left, Flood in center, Pinson in right, Torrey at first, Dave Ricketts will be the catcher, giving McCarver a break. Mike Shannon at third, Julian Javier at second, Dal Maxfield at short, and the pitcher is Steve Carlton. Grant and Horner pitched in this game in real world in relief. No relievers for Houston. Wilson went all the way. Cardinals won it 2-1 in real world. Let me just check the prior game here. In the last game, Gladding pitched in relief. In the replay, there was nobody used for St. Louis. This is the fourth of a four-game series. St. Louis has won all three. They're looking to sweep. And again, they've won 7 in a row. They're now only 5 games behind the first place Pirates. These are the returning National League champions. And what a great pitcher they have going today, Steve Carlton. Let me pull the teams out. This will just take me a few minutes. Throw these fielding ratings in, then I'll take a 3-minute break, and then we'll play ball. And Kathy Harden has arrived. You are a sight for sore eyes. You know that? This is a big game, Kathy. Like I said, Cardinals 5 games out. They've won 7 in a row, three of the first 4 of the series. And they're looking to move within 4 1/2 games behind these returning National League champions. You know, they came in 3rd in real world, I believe, 3rd or 4th, just a few games over 500. I'm putting in this, finishing up the setup here, and then I'm going to take a brief break, about 2 minutes. Dave Ricketts, by the way, is catching, giving Tim McCarver a much-needed rest. We are all set. That was a pretty cool game. I was glad you were able to come there to that game last evening, or last afternoon. For us, that's almost evening. The Astros have lost 3 in a row from this series and in general, and the Cards have won 7 in a row. So Cards looking to do the sweep, Houston looking to avoid it. It's Wilson against Carlton, 2 greats, and I'll be back in just a couple minutes to play this ball game. Indeed. Hello. Indeed. Okay, just testing. No doubt, this is a big game. gotta tell you, there really is something I enjoy about being up at this very early hour. It's so serene. It's still dark out. And we are in Bush Memorial, and the Cardinals take the field. Here's Steve Carlton on the mound, going for win number 13. He won 17 in real world, so he's just about on pace. And leading it off for Houston is Joe Morgan. Kathy Harden for Houston. And here's Carlton, he's ready. And that is a 6-4 left-handed, flies it to center X. That'll be for Flood, a 1-4. I was slow yesterday on this chart. That's a 3-1 F2. I guess the reception of it, the broadcast, the live broadcast distracted me. He's a 4, E4. That's a 5-7-9, and he makes the catch. So Morgan flies out to Flood for the first out here in the top of the first, and it's Jesus Alou coming up to bat. That's 6-8, right-handed, and he grounds it to third for Shannon. 2 outs. Now Jimmy Wynn. And that's a 4-11, and he walked him. So Wynn is on. He's an A. He's being held. Ricketts is a +2, so he'll be a 1-15. And we're going to send him with Raider coming up. And the pitch. There he goes, and he's safe. Jimmy Wynn steals second. I haven't set one up yet. I'm going to let him know anytime he wants to. I'm game for it. I don't want to do it every day, you know, but I think it's a good thing because it's very enjoyable. So Raider at the plate with Wynn in scoring position. And the pitch, that's 4-8 right-handed, and he walked him. So it's first and second with 2 outs for Dennis Menke. Carlton had a 2.17 ERA in real world. Pitch to Menke, 3-8, and it's a he struck him out. So that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, both left. After a half, Houston nothing, and now St. Louis coming to bat. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. He's a good guy, and he's a good sport to put up with me. Okay, Lou Brock. For the Cards, they've won 7 in a row. Wilson is ready. That's 5-11, left-handed, grounds it to first X. That'll be for Bluffery, 418. That's a G1. Five, 6, 7, and he takes it to the bag, one away. Now Kurt Flood. Whoa, that counts, and it's a 2. 2-4 against Wilson, and that's a grounder to third, and Rader throws him out, 2 away. Now Veda Pinson is the batter. I woke up again at 1:15, Kathy, resuming, and instead of trying to go back to sleep or even staying up for a couple hours and going back, I decided I'm staying up. I got out of this last time. I'm staying up. And I'll take a little hit of weed and I'll just deal with it. Here's Wilson now. And the pitch to Pinson. That's 3-2 right-handed, and he hit him. So Pinson is on for Joe Torre. Cards looking to see if they can get 8 in a row here. That's 4-7 right-handed, and he struck him out. Both are good strikeout pitchers. Side retired, no score after 1. Wilson, 235 and 225. He's actually better than Carlton. Carlton, 210 and 236. Here's Steve now, top of the second. Just take a few more sips of coffee. It's starting to taste funny. Here's Marty Martinez to lead it off. Oh, are we? Yeah, we had a lot of rain yesterday with flooding, minor flooding, I would say, in Fort Lauderdale. Maybe moderate by the more, I'm about a mile and a quarter west of the beach. It was a bit more, a little further east. I enjoy the rain. Didn't it rain, children? Here's the pitch to Martinez. And that's a 6-6 switch hitter batting right, and he struck him out. That's 2 for Steve. Here's Kurt Bluffery. 6-6 left-handed, grounds it to second base for Javier, 2 away. And Johnny Edwards. 3-7 left-handed, grounds it to second for Julian again, and it's a 1-2-3 for Steve. Bottom of the second, no score. Wilson on the mound. Here's Dave Ricketts in for McCarver, giving McCarver a day off from the constant crouching. He's a switch hitter. That's a 2-8 right-handed, and that is a base hit for Ricketts. So Ricketts is on, and Mike Shannon, the batter. And that's 6-7 right-handed, walked him. So the Cards have runners on first and second with nobody out, and here's Julian. .411 right-handed, base hit to left. This might score a run. Ricketts actually is not too swift. 1-10, he'll hold. 1-12 with the arm of Martinez. And here's Maxville. Infield is back. Wilson throws. That was weird. 3-6, right-handed. Fly ball center. That will be deep enough for Ricketts to tag. And the Cards take a 1-0 lead. First and second, one out. Here's Steve now. Steve is a B bunter. We'll lay it down, even though there's 2 outs. Infield, he's a B now, a C. That'll be 6C. That looks good. It's a pretty bunt by Carlton. Thrown out by the third baseman, Rader. And it's second and third with 2 down. Here's Lou Brock. Clutch situation for Lou. 1 run in, 2 outs, second and third. Pitch from Wilson. And that is a 3-7, and that is a fly ball to left field. This should end the inning. Martinez makes the catch, and the side is retired. But 1 run for the Cards on 2 hits, a walk, a sacrifice fly, 2 left on. And it's 1-0 after 2. Yeah, I think I'll take a hit here, a very micro, super micro. Very micro. I got my little molecules there. Take a very, very little piece right here. Carlton will face the Astros here, top of the third. Oh, that's good stuff. I just like it. There's some people, they smoke all day. I don't do that. Flood watch remains in effect in coastal Broward County and also Miami-Dade. Heavy rainfall today, leading to street flooding, 3 to 8 inches, with higher amounts in excess of 10. So today should be a rainy day. I love it. Love it. Micro, baby. Micro. A micro hit can make a big difference. Here's Wilson now. And the pitch from Steve. And that struck him out. Boy, would I love to broadcast a no-hitter for you, Kathy Harden. It is the way to go, absolutely. You never need more. My hits are already too big. I mean, I need to cut them down to what I just did. Here's the pitch to Morgan. That's 4-7, left-handed, and that is, whoa, a liner to second caught by Julian. 2 outs. Steve's still holding on to a no-no. I know it's early. Here's Jesus. Kathy Harden for the Stros, and the pitch to Jesus. That's 6-4, right-handed, fly ball center X. For Flood, he's awfully good out there, 1-4. Even though his bat let up a little bit this season, he still is quite good in the field. And that is a 3-1 F2. Certainly not a hit. That's 2-3-4, 4-4. Uh-oh, it is an error. Oh my. It's a one-base error by Curt Flood. He couldn't get a handle on that. So, a rare error, I might add. And it's Jesus on first with 2 down, but it's not a hit. Here's Jimmy Wynn. And that's a 2-10, and he singles to right field. So there goes the no-no. Jesus, 1-15, 1-17, 1-16, they'll let him go. And it's first and third, 2 outs. Doug Rader in a clutch situation here. Steve trying to get out of this. Good morning to Mike Terranova. Great to see you, Mike. And the pitch, it's a 5-6 right-handed, and he struck him out, and Steve got out of it. No runs, 1 hit, the error, 2 left. Middle of the third, Mike, 1-0 ball game. Had a great game with Steve Aquilung yesterday, broadcast it in case you missed it. And we're looking forward to doing one with you if you're up to it. If you'd rather not, I understand. And I am available basically any time, any date. I do have some interviews set up on my for the JFK. You can look at the dates of those. Basically any time, any day. And I'm sure you would do great remotely. You've got the set. Here's Curt Flood now, facing Wilson. It's 1-0 Cards. And Wilson, the pitch to Flood. And that's 3-8 right-handed, and that is a base hit for Flood. So Flood is on, trying to make up for that error, but that did not lead to any problem. Veda Pinson was hit by a pitch. Oh, you were there? Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't see you. I probably did see you. You know, I understand, Mike. I might forget that you were here this morning by tonight. Okay, Pinson with Flood on first. The pitch from Wilson. And that's 2-5 right-handed. A fly ball to right field for Jesus. 1 down. Now Joe Torre. Torre struck out in the first. 4-7 right-handed struck him out. So Wilson with his second of the day. And now Dave Ricketts. Ricketts, a good hitter. 273, 44 at bats. I've used him a god-awful number of times to pinch hit. Here's Wilson. 2-5, right-handed, base hit. Flood goes to third on that. That's Ricketts' second hit of the ball game, and it brings us up to another clutch situation for Mike Shannon. It's 2 outs, first and third. And Wilson trying to get out of this. And that's going to be 6-6 right-handed. No, it's going to be a base hit. Flood scores. Ricketts goes to third, and it's 2-0 Cardinals. So this is what the Cardinals have been doing all for a while now. They've won 7 in a row. They're looking to move within 4 1/2 games of the first place Pirates. Even the Cubs are making up ground. Cubs are only 7 behind. So, you know, they're within striking distance. The Mets are 11 and a half behind. So that makes it up. And I think we've got a race going. Oh, you didn't watch it live. Okay, gotcha. You see? So I usually remember stuff like that. Here's Julian. First and third, 2 outs, 1 in, 2-0 now. Pitch from Wilson. And that's 4-8 right-handed. He walked him to load the bases with Redbirds for Dal Maxfield. Swinging that bat. Wilson trying to get out of this. And that's 2-7 right-handed. Struck him out. So Wilson does get out of it with allowing 1 run, though. Insofar as he didn't allow more. 2-0 now. We're heading to the top of the 4th. Here's Steve. The batter is Dennis Menke. Here's the pitch from Carlton. And that's 3-6, and he flies it to center field for Flood. 1 away. For Marty Martinez, switch hitter batting right here, top of the 4th. Houston. Whoa, that counts. That's a 3-8. Against the left-hander, a fly ball to left field, and Brock makes the catch. And here's Kurt Blefary. Steve gets the sign. And that's 6-9 left-handed, grounds it to short X. That'll be Maxville, 227. One, two, that's an S1. That's going to go through at least for a base hit. He's at 27. That's 7-8. And he gets a base hit. It's an S1, a 2-out single by Blefary. Maxville couldn't get that. And now Johnny Edwards, the catcher. Wilson comes out on deck. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to do a game with you, Mike. And anytime. It could be morning, you know, anytime. Pitch from Edwards. And that is 5-6 to Edwards. 5-6 left-handed, and he struck him out. And that's the 5th for Steve. I'm sure it would be awesome. And you did so great on the no runs, by the way. 1 hit, 1 left for Houston in the top of the 4th. You were so good just doing it through the live text. That certainly tells me that you are perfect for this type of head-to-head play. Here's Steve Carlton now. Of course, I wouldn't be going at this pace. I'm choosing a moderately rapid pace, a comfortably rapid pace for this ball game. For me, compared to when I broadcast. This is about how I play when I'm solitaire. 110, and that's going to be a base hit right off Steve's own card. So he owns that. He just got a leadoff single, and Lou Brock is the batter. Wilson from the stretch looking in. And the pitch to Brock. And that's 6-6 left-handed, and that's going to be a base hit. And Wilson having problems. It's first and third. Steve went all the way to third on that. Now there's action in the bullpen. Action in the Houston bullpen. Wilson is due up in the 5th. Watching him closely. They're trying to stay in this ball game. Ron Willis is warming. He's a right-hander. It's about the best they have right now, other than Glading, who pitched last game. So Willis is warming. Here's Flood with Brock on first. Brock is a 1-15. Let's check out if he's 1-15 being held. And he's with Flood at the plate. There goes Brock for second. Oh, wrong die. The 20 die. And he's out. Oh, my. Edwards throws Brock out. They have a 2-0 lead. Brock decided to go for it. But boy, Edwards fired a laser pit ball over there. It's 1 out. And does Carlton come home? That's the thing I'm wondering. Was he heads up enough to come home? I don't have any indication that he would. If Mike tells me a yes, it was so fast that the second baseman could have gotten Carlton quite easily at home. Okay, he threw it so fast, and that was Morgan. In fact, Morgan threw it home. That's absolutely awesome, Mike. And you can play-by-play the whole game. I prefer to do color. You know that? What I feel is that you'll be able to sync it. You know what I mean? That we could be synced. The question I had is, it was first and third. Brock stole second. He was out. Does Carlton score? Okay, we'll share it. Okay, here's Flood now. It's 1 out. I have Carlton at third already. Flood is still at the plate, of course. Yes, every once in a while there's something in Strat-O-Matic you're not sure of, and you have to use your best judgment. I'm going to say Morgan got that ball so quickly from catcher Edwards, okay, that he instinctively threw it to home. And he threw it to Ricketts and Carlton, threw it to Edwards, and Carlton was on his way, but he came back. Well, the dice roll was that Brock was safe. The dice roll is not that important here. There, I believe that's 16. This wasn't used. You follow what I'm saying? He was thrown out. Oh, wait a minute. He was safe. Oh my God, he's safe. So I don't even have to worry about that. But the question is he going to come home? That's a stolen base for Brock. You follow me, Mike? I'm going to go ahead and play it. This is a more likely scenario where Carlton could come home on the stolen base, but let's see what we got here. Here's Flood now. That's going to be 6-6, and there it is. It's a base hit. Oh, and both score. Carlton comes home, Brock comes home, and it's 4-0. Now I don't have to. No, Carlton was already on third. Carlton went to third on Brock's base hit. Then Brock stole second with first and third. And so my question was, does Carlton come home on the stolen base? But it doesn't matter now. It's irrelevant. And the manager is coming out to talk to Wilson. Cards on their way now to an 8th win in a row. Here's the pitch to Pinson. 4-6 left-handed, and that is a, whoa, he's lucky. It's a fly ball to right for the first out of the inning. Now Joe Torre. It's all good now. My only question was, does Carlton come home from third when a runner on first steals? Successfully. Okay, Flood on first with 1 out. Here's Torre. And that is a 4-8 right-handed, and he walked him. That's going to be it for Don Wilson. What a shame. 3 1/3. Eight hits, walked 3, struck out 3, and has allowed 4 thus far. And it will be Willis, and then I'm sorry, we're going to use Jim Ray for 1 batter here. He was warming. So Ray is coming in just to get Ricketts. If that's not too much to ask. It's first and second with 1 out. Actually 2 outs he needs. Ricketts 2 for 2. Right, oh, okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, thanks. You know, there is a scenario where that could happen though, right? You know? If a real heads-up runner on third, that's 4-6 left-handed, and he walked him. They're hitting the numbers. Ray has loaded him with 1 out, and here's Mike Shannon. That is a 3-10 right-handed. Look at that. It's a drive belted out into left center, and it's extra bases. It's going to be a triple. And 3 runs will score. Flood, Pinson, and Torre, and they're all charged to Wilson. A 3-run triple, 4 RBIs today for Shannon. And that's 5 runs this inning. It's 7-0. So Wilson allows 7 runs in 3 1/3. And here's Julian. Wait a minute, he came home too. I'm sorry. Okay. He stole. Who knocked him home? I think Flood did. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Shannon on third, still only 1 out. Here's Julian now. And that's 6-7 right-handed, grounds to second X. That'll be Morgan, 323. G2, 23. $8.13, and Morgan on a G2 with a runner on third. He throws him out, and the runner scores. Holy cow. Javier gets a run batted in, and that's going to be 7 runs this inning. Yeah, 7 runs. I don't know how I have that with only 8 RBIs. I thought it was Javier who had the, well, Javier knocked, oh, this run doesn't matter. And that's 2 outs. Lord. Here's Maxville. And in the big picture, Flood 2 RBIs on his hit. I got the 2. Oh, there are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but I'm missing 1 RBI. I don't know where it is. It doesn't really matter, though. I mean, it's nice, you know what I'm saying? It's nice to have it right, but like Kathy says, don't sweat the small stuff. Here's the pitch to Maxville. Good advice. 1-6, but I mean, it really applies. He walked him, so Ray is having problems. And the Cardinals have batted around. It's going to be Carlton, 1st and 3rd, 2 outs. The inning that will never end. Here's Ray now. That's going to be 2-8, and he struck him out. So the side is finally retired after 7 runs on 4 hits, 3 walks, 2 left on, and after 4, it's 9-0. And that'll be it for Ray. He wasn't even impressive anyway. He let up 2 himself. At least I got the RBIs right. You know, Mike? It's 9-0. I might suspend this game because I'm getting a little bit, I don't need a micro, I don't need coffee, I just need to chill out. But there'll be a hitter here. It's going to be Ron Willis coming in next inning. I hope you all understand, but at least give me a nice game to pick up. I think I'll play this half inning if it's okay with both of you. And again, I'm not going to sweat the small stuff, like if you're disappointed. That's not, I'm just kidding. It's actually not that. It would be if you disapprove of me. That's what it would be. Here's Steve, by the way, and it's going to be the youngster, or you feel upset with me. Here's Bob Watson, a right-handed hitter, the youngster. Will, it doesn't mean that we don't care at all about accuracy, and we strive for it at all times. But those times when it does happen, we try to learn from it, but not dwell on it. Now, if it's a big game, you're a shit out of luck. If it's a bad error and it's a big game, you're shit out of luck. But I incorporate those errors within the game of the play, generally, at all times. Okay, here's Watson leading it off. And the pitch from Carlton, 5-6, he struck him out. Number 6 for Steve. Steve throwing shutout baseball. Looking to win, help the Cards win their 8th. It would be his 13th, their 8th in a row, and move within 4 and 1. Oh, okay, Mike, definitely. I'm playing this half, and I'll call it a night. Here's Carlton now, facing Morgan. Morgan 0 for 2. And that's 6-11, left-handed, fly ball right X. For Pinson, a 2-1. My goodness, he's good. That's 14-2. I'm getting those, that's sort of like that dreamy kind of, that sort of heady kind of feeling from being tired, overtired. He is Flood is a Pinson is a 1, E1. Look at that. That's 489. So he makes the catch, 2 outs. And Jesus is the batter. And the pitch. 6'3" right-handed, fly ball left X. Of course, with me being so tired, I have the X shots. So he's a 215. That's an F2. 15 out in center. And that's 356, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. So, lady and gentlemen, I know there's some other people here, but Kathy and Mike, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna go rest in bed. Yeah, exactly. Not canceling, suspending. Suspending the game. And the first batter, is Brock. And that's kind of hard to see. So, you know what I mean? Just put that here for Brock. So we're sure that we see this. So thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Kathy. Thanks a lot, Mike. And looking forward to playing that game, Mike. When we come back, it'll be Ron Willis, folks, pitching for the Houston Astros. It's 9-0. And I'm gonna actually put this away so that I could easily deconstruct it when I come back, which will probably be either late morning or in the afternoon. Stay strong, everybody. I'll catch you next time.